Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's Kevin the Full Metal Ginger, and yeah, man, I used to say all the time that I was never going to buy tapes. They're cheap, awful pieces of shit. I grew up dealing with them, and I was never going to fucking go back to them once I went to CDs, but yeah, here we are, doing a tape update. Yeah, man, I've got 6 awesome tapes to show you, and I guess what it is, they are very cheap. I can get a lot of good albums for a low price, which is kind of beneficial to me because I can't always go out and get vinyl and all that kind of thing, so yeah, that and then nostalgia caught up with me, I guess. They're coming back, and fuck it, I want to get them. So, it's whatever. Call me a hypocrite if you want, but these 6 I'm going to show you, I'm really, really excited about. I think we got some really good ones in here. Some you'll know, and some are just really, really obscure that I had to do a lot of digging to really find some kind of information on them. So, I've got a lot of notes spread out, so just ignore it if you see me looking away, because I wanted to make sure I give you every fucking detail of everything I wanted to talk about with these fucking records. And just as a reminder really quick, I'm probably not going to do any more metal albums of the month. There's definitely not going to be one for October. I may just completely drop the series. It was just getting to the point where I was just picking up some random shit and just kind of here, and if I was going to do it, I wanted it to be a little better than that. I wanted to have a little bit more thought put behind it, but I probably won't do any more the rest of the year. I may just drop it completely, but if you want to see me, if you wanted to stay around, just let me know in the comments, because I just don't know what I'm going to do with it at this point. So, and not to mention, I'm so behind on my updates, man. I've got probably at least the next 4 videos are going to be shit I've had for well over a month, and by the time you see them, it'll be at least 2, so I really want to start knocking these fuckers out a little bit better and a little bit, consistently, just because I'm just way behind on everything. But oh, fuck, we're 2 minutes in, I'm already fucking rambling. Listening to Cephalotripsy-Uterovaginal Insertion of Extirpated Anomalies. Everyone knows this one, really popular fucking record. I've had this for a long time, and I've just not listened to it in a while. I thought it would be, a nice break from all the Black Death and black metal and black thrash shit we listen to all the time on here, so listen to that. So, hell yeah, we will jump right into this. The first one I have is a band that's really kind of on the up and up here as of late, of the last 3 or 4 years. They got a lot of really fucking good shit out, and I really need to go back to their back catalog and pick up some of their earlier work. This is their brand new one. This is Bonehunter-Sexual Panic Human Machine, out on Hell's Headbangers, which I believe everyone knows that one by now. If you don't know, this is some really awesome black thrash and punk from Finland. Just really aggressive, really, very much in the vein of like Venom or Abigail, that kind of thing. And I really think the black thrash and the speed metal and the punk really mesh really well with this album. You get a nice raunchy, grimy, aggressive attack with this type of music, and Bonehunter does it very, very well. Up-tempo beats, speed, par for the course, is pretty common with them. Guitars flow really well, and what I really like about this album and the way they do their production is, like a lot of stuff like this, the guitars tend to overpower the vocals, or the vocals overpower the guitars, or vice versa, whatever. But here, it's really mixed very well. You get a nice, it's like 2 bullets being fired from the same gun. They really go at the same pace, the same speed, the same levels of volume. It just sounds really, really good. They blend really well. You don't have one overpowering the other. Drums sound great. Bass is fucking just grimy shit as usual. Really love this fucking shit. And Bonehunter is one of the best out there, this type of music. Comes on a nice reddish pink shell, which is fucking really cool. I love when bands, kind of do the oddity thing. That's really nice to see. And I've never understood, someone let me know, and it's not anything I've figured out, while the Japanese or Chinese or whatever lettering they have on there, why it's there. I don't know. This is definitely not a fucking Japanese press or anything, but they do it on, they did it on this one. I think that, yeah. So it's here on their 2015 album. Where is it? We are now 4.5 minutes in, and I'm fucking shut up. Oh well, you guys know me by now. I don't fucking am not a professional motherfucker at this. Artwork is interesting. You've got their bear pig thing from. It's kind of like their mascot at this point, sporting a very large new edition. So I was not expecting that when I found this, when I saw this record had come out, and I just kind of said, oh, new Bonehunter, and then I started looking at it, I was like, oh, there's a giant cock on it. Okay, I don't care. Yeah, I don't know why I'm sitting here talking about cocks. What is weird with Bonehunter is I don't know if they're reading my thoughts or what, but I swear to God, for the longest time I've had an idea of like this like fucking alien lab with the scientists in the hazmat suits and the dead alien on the slab and like a fucking giant tube with all the wires coming in and out of it. I thought that would make a really cool tattoo, but instead of the bear with a giant dick, I wanted to have an alien with like headphones on. I just thought that'd be really interesting. And the reason I bring that up is because if you remember me talking about this album, they have a fucking like a dark medieval castle with bats and shit flying out of, which I've always wanted that tattoo as well. Overall, this is a very, very solid album. I do think I prefer Evil Triumphs Again, their 2015 album. I just thought this was written a little bit better. The songs are a little stronger. The low end is there a little bit more. I don't know. It's just maybe I just really had such a love affinity for this album that this one was hard to compare. But granted, it's still new to me, and I need to give it a few more listens, and we'll just see. Maybe that'll change over time. But definitely a very solid album. Definitely worth a listen. So go check this out if you haven't already. Bonehunter-Sexual Panic Human Machine. Fucking really awesome shit. Let me get a swig, dudes, because I'm fucking dying. This is like the 15th time I tried to record this. Alright, next. And what I like to normally do is try to save the best for last. But I know most of you are going to get bored and turn this video off at some point, so I wanted to show you this one so you can at least, if nothing else, check out this album, because it's fucking fantastic. And if you like Bonehunter, I swear to God, you will absolutely love this fucking album. This is Saccage with Recidive. I don't know, I don't speak French. These dudes are from Quebec, up in Canada, so everything is in French on this album, and I'm assuming on all their work. This is their second full-length overall. They're on PRC Music, which I don't know where they're based out of, but Von Frost Records actually put the tape out. This is basically Bonehunter, but a little bit more crust, and just turn the intensity and the aggression up a few notches. Man, this shit is fucking insane. Very fast, very attacking. Beat you over the head, man. You will headbang all fucking day to this fucking album. It'll get stuck in your head for weeks at a time. Fucking great shit. I know I posted this on Instagram a few weeks ago, and Eric Bauer was like, yeah, this is a fucking great album. Yeah, this is easily one of my favorites from 2017. It may be even in like the top 3. I could see it right now being like the number 1. I'm not going to say that right now, but it's definitely a fucking burner of an album. I love everything about it. Love the cover art. The music is fucking insane, man. Like I said, the name of the game here is fucking attack, attack, attack. It never lets up. The speed is always there. The energy is always there. The tempo is always there. And you're just fucking doing this fucking all day to this fucking album. You need to go fucking listen to this shit. It's fucking great. I just can't explain how goddamn heavy, fast, aggressive, and catchy it is all at once, man. It's amazing. I'll just say that. And the band is just relentless, man. The guitars are fucking raunchy and grimy. The bass is fucking dirty and rotten. The drums are constantly hammering, and you've got the fucking gurgling, harsh vocals that just go nonstop. And what is really, really fucking cool about this is the musicianship of the band. Stuff that's really raunchy and fucking dirty and lo-fi like this, you tend to have like the little mistakes here and there that you kind of hear, or the little fuck-ups, but I mean, this shit is so sharp and crisp, and the musicianship is flawless, and they execute it flawlessly. But you never really lose that grimy fucking lo-fi feel. In effect, it's always there and always present. But I mean, everything is so concise and on point; it never lets up. And to keep up that speed and not have any mistakes thrown in there, especially with at least it was a band I never heard of before I picked them up, and it never lets up. Just fantastic release, man. Start to finish, great musicianship. Love everything about this. Comes on a really nice, like a silvery metallic. It's like a car paint, really, on the tape. It's really kind of hard to see with my shitty lighting, but you definitely got the metallic bits in there if you look closely. I know you won't be able to tell, but the J card's pretty cool too. You got a photo of the band here. And I really love this fucking logo thing. I don't know if it's their logo or they just have it, thrown on here. But, you got the guitars and the axe and the fucking pentagram type deal going on here. Very, very fucking cool. And it comes with a, at least with the tapes I have, you don't get a lot of fucking lyric sheets that are separate, but this one has one, and it's blown up the front cover, which is very, very fucking cool, because I love this cover. This cover will tell you everything you need to know about this album. Got the bullet belts down here, the jackets and vests with all the patches and shit on them, the zombie effect. It's fucking great, man. Love everything about this. If you don't pick up, or at least check out anything I'm showing you today, I'm begging you to go check this out. This is fucking amazing. This is one of those albums I've just not been able to keep out of my tape deck. It's constantly in there. I'm always listening to this, and it kind of at the detriment to everything else I wanted to show in this fucking release, or in this fucking video, just because I can't stop listening to this. Fucking great album. Definitely go check this out. Amazing fucking shit. It is out there. Go pick it up. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Fuck, I'm fucking rambling today. Saccage-Recidive. I call it Recidive. We'll just say that, because I don't speak fucking French. Great album. Alright, next, and dear God, we're already 10 minutes in. This is some really cool US black metal. We're going to do a couple demos, these next two are. And this one was one I just kind of browsing through Hell's Headbangers through the tapes, just seeing what they had, and this kind of caught my eye. I listened to it, and I was like, yeah, I gotta have this. This is Cataphract, Witchpower of Invisibility. Oh, what do I say about this? It's black metal out of Kansas, which is odd, but I mean, I guess, you know, the bleak atmosphere that is coming out on this album is, I guess, a testament to being in Kansas. I mean, I've never been to Kansas, but I can imagine there's fucking nothing there. That's just me talking here, but what they do in this release, the band really kind of takes you on all the emotional trauma of storming a black castle on a stormy, evil, dark night, if that makes any sense whatsoever. That's just kind of the mindset I was in, and when I was kind of going back and re-listening to some of these to get, you know, really refamiliarized with them, it was raining out, and that's just the first thing that popped in my mind when I was listening to this. Just, I mean, it just invokes a lot of fear and dread and foreboding, you know, going to a place that you don't want to go. You just feel the evil there, and it's just, I don't know, that's the mindset that I'm put in when I'm listening to this. Sorry. And just listen to it on a rainy night, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But there's definitely an attempt to add some ambience through the guitar leads. A lot of this type of black metal, the lo-fi, I don't want to say raw, because it's not quite raw, but I mean, it's you know, it's there, you know, but not, you know, super fucking raw. But you know, you get a lot of, with black metal, a lot of the repetitive riffing that just kind of goes on and on and on, which is fine with me. It doesn't bother me if it's done well. But this one, they kind of steer away from that a little bit. There's a lot of blast beats and shit like that. It's very, it reminds me a lot of like old Satyricon, or maybe Emperor without all the symphonic shit. I mean, it's some epic sounding black metal for fucking sure. Yeah, and it's just really executed perfectly. It really puts you in that mindset of just fucking despair and foreboding and evil going on, man. It's just a really cool release. Not much going on with the art, and I gotta show you this. Well, I'll show you the tape first. Just on a white shell, and I believe it's the same on both sides. The tape is limited to 50 copies. I got number 40, so I'll show you that right there. And I gotta love these band photos, man. This haggard guy who does, I think, all the vocals and guitars, he looks like he's just seen some shit he didn't want to see. Look at that. He's like, damn! But yeah, I mean, I'm fucking rambling. Just a really well done black metal album. And I can't wait to see what they put out next. This is some really cool shit, man. Really bleak, really chilling. Definitely would recommend you go check this one out. I couldn't find many, and this is going to be really hard. I don't know how I'm going to do the links, but I only found one song on YouTube, so I'm going to have to really look around. Maybe there's a Bandcamp, I don't know. If there's a link for it below, you'll fucking know. But yeah, again, it is limited, so I would go pick it up if Hell's Headbanger still has this. Really awesome shit, executed perfectly. Again, it's got like the kind of old Satyricon vibe. So if you're into that, you'll definitely dig this. This is Cataphract, Witchpower of Invisibility. Alright, next, this is another demo. This is some black metal out of Bolivia. It's actually like a black thrash. And it's got a really interesting fucking story to it, which I'll get to in a minute. But this is Crucifuck with Chainsaw Fuck 2016. Oh, man. Like I said, Bolivian Black Death. It reminds me of a Asphyx, you know, without the Doom elements there. And it's kind of what you would expect from a band's first death metal release. I mean, it's low-tech, lo-fi, really just... I mean, it's not anything you haven't heard before. It's just kind of... It's a crude release, to say the least. You know, I mean, there's not much to it that you haven't heard. But, I mean, that kind of thing is perfect for me. I love the lo-fi shit. I love the grimy, low-tech, fucking... crude shit out of fucking demo and see what comes out of it. Really fucking cool shit. And like I said, it's your typical Black Death release. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. You got the harsh vocals, the evil sounding guitars, constant fucking blast beats. Nothing really, again, out of the ordinary. And the lyrics on here are a fucking riot, man. English is definitely not their first language. I'm going to read a couple of these on here. There's the song, what's it called? Crucifix Up the Ass. There's a line that says, Jesus Christ is a lie believed by dorks. I don't think I've heard the word dork been used since like fucking 96 or some shit. There's another one from the title track, Crucifuck, Priest or Gay, They Really Suck. It's definitely some lingual masterpieces on this fucking demo, man. I mean, it's corny, but I mean, it's just kind of a fun listen. And the art, too, is really pretty corny. But there's a weird story about this. Okay, so originally they were going to put this out on Torcas Productions. I guess it's a label in Bolivia. And the artwork they had, which was similar to this, was very, I mean, it was really grimy, really fucking like a straight up, you know, gore, puking, you know, death metal cover. I mean, shit yeah, I've seen that on some shit before. But what happened, as far as my information tells me, is the label was either having trouble getting it out or just didn't put it out, period. I mean, I couldn't tell you for sure, but... So what they did was they redid this. I don't think okay, there's two versions. It originally was supposed to come out in 2009, and they've taken this and just released it on their own. Or no, they put it out through Raw Black Cult Productions. Something along those lines. They just re-put it out with a different artwork, and at one point they offered people who had been ripped off by the previous label, Torcas, if they would send them a message about it or email them or something, that they would send them this copy for free. But I'm digressing, but what happened is you went from a really, really cool and detailed cover art, which I really wish I had printed that off to show you. I just forgot all about it. I'll try to leave a link or something down there. You can go check it out. But you end up with this kind of cartoony, you know, cheap shit. It looks, I mean, it does look good. But it's not even close to the original art. But I mean, it looks like the band just scribbled this shit together and just fucking slapped it on this and was done with it. But yeah, I mean, if you think this is okay, you know, the original artwork was much, much better. And this is definitely a very cheap release. I mean, you know, it's got the actual sticker on there on the clear tape, and you know, it's definitely peeling apart and all that kind of thing. I mean, this is low tech, baby. Nothing to write home about at all. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of an interesting story there. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth a listen. You know, it's not shit that's really out of the ordinary, nothing fancy, nothing you haven't heard before. But yeah, I would go check it out. It's just got a really cool story behind it. But again, it's a fucking demo, so you can't really expect much of, you know, in terms of solid musicianship. At least I don't. This Chainsaw Fuck 2016 by Crucifuck. Go check it out, man. Next one. Definitely becoming one of my favorite black metal bands. And these dudes are out of Italy, and this is a fucking amazing release. This is Orcrist with Catacomb. Yeah, just some pure old school black metal here. Really sticks to the common black metal formula of repetition and does not stray from it hardly at all. And it's done really well, man. The songs aren't boring. It tells a really good story with the music. Just an extremely catchy release. These songs will stay with you for a while. I promise you that. What else? It's just, you know, it's solid shit. It's just well performed. It's depressive at times. It's haunting at times. It's really eerie. The guitars put out a really icy, cold vibe. The vocals sound hollow and distant, like they're coming up out of a fucking pit. Again, it's not much of anything you haven't heard before, but it's a really, really solid, very well done release. And it's got a nice balance between the the slower songs and the really mid-tempo songs, and the riffage is really good, man. It just invokes a lot of feelings like fear, despair, sorrow, agony, suffering, warmongering at sometimes. It's really, really fucking fantastic release. And it's done really well. Great execution. Yeah, man, I can't say enough good things about this. In terms of the art, man, I still don't know what I'm looking at here. Let me pull this out first. I mean, it's like a fucking a room that's been bombed out or something, man. That's the only thing I can really figure, because it doesn't fold out much more and, you know, give you any more details of the photo. But here's the band. And you've got lyrics on this side. And it's a really thick J card too, which I really like that. Look at that. It's not floppy or anything. And I gotta read, well, I'll show you this photo. That's really fucking cool. Let me read this to you. It says, we are the freezing wind, we are the freezing storm of evil, we are the sword in the heart of Christ. And that's really what this, that perfectly sums up this fucking album. Really fucking cool shit, man. This is their 60, yeah, this came out last year, the full length from last year. And Von Frost put this one out as well. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I had to write down the limitation because I forgot. Okay, so I believe this is the only album I'm showing today that was released on all 3 formats. The tape version is actually the rarest. It's only limited to 166, whereas the CD and the vinyl have, I think, 300 each. So should be still readily available. I just don't know how many tapes there are. I definitely got lucky here to pick up the tape. But, you know, I'd still rather have CD or vinyl. But, you know, cheap is cheap, and I don't really give a shit. Yeah, it's just another flawless, emotional, invoking black metal album. You know, lots of dark atmosphere, all those emotions that it brings out. And again, it's another rainy night. Listens perfect for that kind of mood. Yeah, definitely a very, very, very solid release. Must listen, man. I would definitely recommend this. Go check it out, man, if you haven't. It's Orcrist-Catacomb. We're suffering through. We're almost done, I swear. Last one, man. This is definitely the cheapest thing I have, and it's one of the most fun things I have. I could not stop listening to this one as well. This is some grindcore out of fucking Turkey, of all places. Absolutely the first release I own from that country. This is Insulting. This is their 2015 demo, released on Underground Resistance. This is also limited to 66. I got number 13. It's hand numbered. And this is some shit. This is what you listen to if you want to piss off your wife or girlfriend or your mom. Because this is some just purely obnoxious, grinding fucking racket. That's all this fucking is. And it's really short too. It's only 10 minutes, but I mean, it's 10 minutes of fucking obnoxious shit right here, man. Really, really fun to listen to. The vocalist on here, he's absolutely amazing, man. He can do like the really ear-splitting high shrieks. He can do like the low, harsh growls, and it throws in the occasional pig snort. You know, he'll be sitting there just throwing the. I can't fucking do it, but then just, you know, he'll have those in there as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Love everything about this, man. And again, it's really, really short, but you know, it really maximizes the time it has. You've got like some samples at the beginning and the end of every song. You know, I believe it's in Turkish. I don't know. All I know is I don't understand it. I hear some guy talking in some kind of Arabic language. That's all I can tell you about it. But it's really obnoxious fucking grindcore. Really, really fun to listen to. The cover art's really cool too. What little details you can make out in it. I thought this dude was like a genie or something, but it's like a snake genie type of thing with a priest head and a Muslim guy's head, because I can see the turban and the beard. Now, I don't know, this was something that just my information didn't tell me, but this comes with a Hate Vomit sticker. And Hate Vomit has members from Turkey, Chile, and Mexico, I think. It's kind of an international band, but I was just wondering if the members of Insulter were also in Hate Vomit, so I'm really not sure about that. I don't even know if all these demos came with this, or if it's just like a support type of thing. So that's kind of something I was wondering about. There's the rest of the J card, and there's the band there. A lot of punk stuff in here as well, man. You kind of hear it kind of sprinkled in here and there, but it's just simple in its complexity, man. Really fucking cool release. And overall, it's just through all the noise and racket, it's surprisingly really fun, really grindy, really catchy shit, man. Oh, I forgot to show you the tape. You can tell how cheap that is. That sticker is peeling like a son of a bitch. It's all on one side too. That's all there is to it. But yeah, man, a lot of fun. Definitely would recommend this if you can find it. I don't know how I got lucky enough to find it, but if you see it on there, if you can, get your hands on a copy, I would highly recommend this. It's a lot of fucking fun. And it's like something you can listen to like on the drive to the store and back, Like I said, it's 10 minutes long, man. You can spare 10 fucking minutes to go check this out. Awesome fucking shit. It's Insulter with insulting. Alright, so we finally burned through that. I'm sorry it took so damn long. It's Sunday. I gotta go watch fucking football, so I will go ahead and drop this. Quite a few updates left to do. I've got CDs and tapes in the next one. I've got records to show, all kinds of shit, man. So I really appreciate you guys' support and staying with me and all that kind of thing. Thank you so fucking much for watching, and keep supporting extreme fucking metal.